Hey, we are here in River Oaks finishing up a total rehab on this house, and it's been a great pleasure to work on this one. And we've done a lot of work here in the kitchen. As you can see, new cabinets, microwave built in. We'll be installing a stove here in just a little while, as well as a refrigerator. And so things are just really rolling right along. Let me give you a little tour of the house and kind of what we've done. So what we did here in the restroom, again, was a complete remodel. When we got here, there was just a gaping hole down here in the bottom, and they had done some modification for the toilet. Rather than buying a handicapped toilet, they just kind of raised up the plumbing, and it was a mess, and so it was one of those things. We've installed tile. We've also put in a sliding glass door for the bathtub, new sink and vanity, and some extra, new toilet, paint, new lights. And so this is a new floor. We went down with a water resistant snap-in tile, and so this really just works in really well. And so this has been a really great addition to this house. One thing that's most critical when you're doing a remodel is where you start. And just like on just building a house from scratch, you start with that foundation, and everything that goes underneath it is really critical. Well, in a house that's 80 some odd years old like this one, it's critical that you get an evaluation and inspection of your foundation, which we did, and some modifications were done so that future settling won't be quite as severe. And so what happens when you have an older house like that, you end up with cracks above the windows and the doors, sometimes below as well as we did on this one. What we did on this particular house, we went through and we identified the ones that were the worst of the worst, and we redid those. And so that was one of the things that we've kind of specialized in here. And when we arrived here at this house, the floorings were absolutely cratered. And so as you can imagine, 80-year-old house, floors had never been redone, and they were really a mess. When they did, we hired hardwood floors Fort Worth or out the Ridgemar Mall. And they came out, and what they did is they sanded it, and they hand scraped it, stained it, and then sealed it. So you can see here just how beautiful these floors are now. And on these older homes, you really want to retain the character. And I think that's one of the great things, if you can do it, if the house is not too far gone, on hardwood floors, restore them whenever you can. So one of the last things that we did as we were closing up this project was to paint the exterior. We had some spots here on the siding that we had to replace and recalking and do some new trim. We also went ahead and installed a whole new door as well as a new screen door, and both in back and in the front. And again, it's one of those things where the more modern you can kind of make the outside look, it's just a nice little freshen up. And so I want to just encourage you, if you've got a house that really just needs a lot of work and you really want to just turn it upside down and inside out, or you just want to freshen it up a little bit, listen, anything at all, better call Paul.